Well, as you can see, this is the Droid that I just received. Forgive me, my arms aren't long enough to get far enough away from my flip cam to do this justice, but I thought I'd do a quick little unboxing. So, cool box. Verizon, Google, and Motorola logos all displayed rather prominently. Lifts right up, I assume. It's a little bit hard to see, but you can see it's in the box in the expanded setup. So like it's the phone with the keyboard slid out already. So I will take it out of there. It's lighter than I thought it would be, for starters, so let's peel off the junk. I assume this just slides. Yep, sure enough, so there you go. Yeah, definitely lighter than I thought it would be. It's pretty slick. Bunch of stuff on the back. Assume I need to stick a battery in, etc. So I'll probably do that, and then, well, you can see my reflection in there, and then pause it long enough to get it operational. But that's the box. Easy enough to take it out of there. Let's see what else is in here. I hope a charger. Got a car charger as well, but okay. So you have a charger. Looks like hey, looks like it's. I can't tell what kind of plug that is. I'll have to look at that more closely. And of course the battery. So that's probably part of the reason it's light. But the battery's pretty light too. And a getting started guide. Cool. Probably won't read it. Never do. And of course all the legal nonsense. That's all that's in the box. I'll play around with it a little bit and be back in a second. Okay, so it looks like you just peel this off the back. I think I started to peel it off. Let's try that again. I don't want to scratch it. Okay, there we go. So you peel this off the back, and then the back just slides down, it looks like, which is kind of handy. It pops right off. I hope. There we go. I guess you stick the battery in there. Hopefully there's no sensitive information in there. Set that down for 1 second. And like I said, the battery is here, and it's pretty lightweight, actually. I'm switching from a Voyager 10,000, so it's the battery, and it's definitely lighter than that phone, from what I can tell. Either that or the weight's just distributed better. Okay, so stick a battery in, put the cover back on. This thing needs to be peeled off completely. Alright, so the cover goes back on like that, and then I guess slides up. So it's interesting, there's that little gold looking vent or something at the bottom. It's kind of interesting. I wonder if that's for heat. And of course it does have a 5 megapixel camera, which is kind of nice. I've heard mixed things about the quality of the pictures, but I'll have to play with it myself and see how it goes. Alright, so that's the phone. Slides up that way for the keyboard, which is pretty cool. Let's see what that big button's all about. And, oh, as far as the plug goes, it's, you know, standard, obviously, plug. The end that plugs into the power is just standard USB. And the other end is this mini USB. I think that's technically what it is. I'm not a plug guru, though, so that seems to be what it is. That was just a standard mini USB. So I'll have to get it charged up here. I bet I can turn it on without charging it on. Or without charging it. But let me shut off my old phone first, because that would be bad. I assume it auto. So there goes the sound of the LG shutting down for the last time. And then power button, it looks like, is on the top there. So I assume I just hit that. Booting it up for the first time. Well, let's see. That didn't seem to work. Maybe I do need to read the... Okay, there we go. So this is booting up for the first time. Motorola logo. I hope there's enough power in here to boot, at least. Interesting. Taking a while to boot here. Alright. We see the Droid logo coming up for the first time. Ah, cool. I thought it was interesting they had to pay Lucas for the rights to use the word Droid. I did not know that was a trademark thing, but there you have it. Okay, so that's still going on. Alright. I feel the phone vibrating for some reason. Okay, welcome to Droid. Test the Android to begin. Okay. Special call needs to be made to activate your phone service. Looks like the battery's fairly well charged. After pressing activate, listen to the instructions. Okay, so I gotta make this call, so I will pause again. Okay, so after a short call to Verizon, everything is set up. It did say it could take a few minutes. Didn't have to talk to a person or anything, and after hearing some people's ongoing nightmares activating their iPhone, that was a pleasant experience. Just hit one a few times, accept the terms of the contract, etc., etc. So then, after the phone is activated, it goes to this learn how to use your Droid screen. So I'm just going to go through this, touch begin to start the tutorial. Okay, so you hit begin, open the keyboard, touch any text field. Alright, so I assume I just touch that, or not. Oh no, this is, I guess it's just showing you what you can do. Of course you can scroll that way. So to open the keyboard, you touch any text field, close it, you press the back key, just down at the bottom. Again, I suppose I could hold it away further, but this a little bit. Wish this flip cam had a little bit longer lens on it or whatever. And then to touch and hold the key for options. Okay, so that would be like if you need different characters and keyboard settings, you can set them that way. So I'll hit next there. It's easier to use your phone. All you need is a Google account. So this is, obviously one of the things that is interesting about this phone is it does interact with Google, and I've been used to my phones being pretty basic up until now. And I've just been so happy with Verizon that I had no reason to switch to the iPhone, and after hearing some all the problems people have with AT&T, I'm glad I didn't. So it says already have a Google account, then I'm all set. Click sign in on the next screen, or you can create a Google account right here, so that's kind of cool. So then the question is, which Google account do I use? Because I have two. I suppose I'll use the one that I use with most of my other stuff. So I will go ahead and sign in and pause this briefly because I don't know if it's going to show my password or not.